Not too long ago, I had the privilege of taking our Up Close segment international. And in the process, speaking with a very interesting individual about their life and their journey. Here's part one of that story. Up Close goes to New York City. For Up Close's very first U.S. edition episode, we take you from the Big Apple, across the Hudson to the Garden State, New Jersey. An original farming village incorporated in 1894. Nestled within Bergen County is Bergenfield. With a population of 28,000 strong, this borough is New Jersey's 38th state legislative district and boasts of mom-and-pop charm, as well as an eclectic dining scene and a diverse and close-knit community. Among its more notable features is its top brass. And here tonight we have with us Bergenfield's very own Mayor Arvin Amatorio. Mayor, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence and taking the time to tell us your story today.
Thank you, Sharms, and it's been a pleasure and honor to be in your show. And good evening to all the kababayans.
Okay, so many people around the world, especially those that are based in the country, in the Philippines, back home, are going to be very interested to hear your story. You have been called the Filipino-American mayor in New Jersey. And in fact, just the second New Jersey mayor, in fact, in the last 20 years with Filipino ancestry. Now, that for me is an amazing achievement. But first of all, we know that all great things start with an amazing story. Can you tell us how it all started? We're all curious. What was your coming to America story and what were some of its major highlights?
So I would say, I came here on a different reason, right? And I would say I always tell when people ask me, it's unique because when I came here, I was visiting my girlfriend, now my wife, and I have never intention of staying here more than I was supposed to stay. But then a night before going back to the Philippines, I spoke with my then girlfriend, and we talked about our future, and I never took the flight home the next day.
Wow,
yes.
What an interesting story.
So
okay.
So I stayed here and left my life in the Philippines, and we built a family here, and the rest is history. So I went to I pursued my legal career, became an attorney. I taught in a college in New York, and became an immigration attorney, and entered politics. Now I'm here in Bergenfield.
And what a leap of faith. You are now the second-term mayor of Bergenfield, New Jersey. I'm sure that there was a catalyst, that inspiration for you to realize that I want to do more than being an immigration lawyer. I'd like to be more than a family man and a husband. What do you think was the inspiration that made you realize you'd like to do more for your community?
Right. So when I made that decision to stay here, I have to adapt to the new culture. I have to adapt to the new community. So the first things that I've done is making myself ready for the new environment. So like what I've said, I review for the bar exam and make myself first qualified for whatever aspirations that I have. And then I get involved in the community. I made sure that I know the ins and outs of politics or private organizations. So I decided to join the public service as a councilman. I ran for council. I became two-term councilman. I became council president, and when there was an opportunity, I stepped forward and ran for mayor.
Your first victory was back in 2020?
As mayor, yes.
As mayor, okay. But you started your run in politics as council member back in what year?
Around 2014.
2014. So it's been roughly 10 years of public service and more.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. I'm sure that obviously this whole journey is not without its challenges and struggles and pitfalls. What would you say are some of the most significant or crucial struggles that you've had to overcome and are still trying to get by as of now?
So here in the United States, being a mayor is truly a public service, and I need to maintain my profession as an attorney, because the pay is not really, it wouldn't survive. If you have a family of 4 like me, I cannot survive with the salary that the mayor has. It's more of a honorarium or allowance. So I practice my profession as an attorney, but at the same time, I'm raising a family. I'm raising a kid. So one of the most difficult role, as a mayor, is really balancing the life of an attorney, of a father, and at the same time, the public service that I have to attend. So, Bergenfield is a very diverse community. So I have to listen to all the voices and make sure that everybody is represented while maintaining public service, or while maintaining public safety, and make sure that we have a flourishing and thriving town.
Right. So it's not just you being a father to your own family, to your own children, but a father to the entire community, and that's something you need to balance. They say that we are a product not only of our origins, but also the efforts that we put into our present to shape our future. I'm very curious. When I heard your story, I can't help but marvel and say, wow, you are a first-generation Filipino-American from Baler, if I'm not mistaken.
Aurora, yes.
Aurora, yes. And now a second-term mayor in New Jersey in the United States. But being a Filipino-American and being allowed to serve your constituents, how has this allowed you to serve them more uniquely?
It's a very interesting question, Sharms. No, but I think being a Filipino American, I think influenced my role as a mayor. The demographics of the United States is it is becoming more diverse. So I brought with me the values of the Filipinos. That's the family and community is central to our living, our everyday living. So I think I can feel the struggles of the immigrants, and I know how to start in a new community. So I think I can those emotions, those experiences of my residents resonates with me. So when people come to me and they speak the same language, a different language, they have an accent, I know they're coming from. So if they have a problem, if they have an issues, I make sure that there is a government that listens to them, that's willing to help, that's willing to uplift their spirit, and make sure that they have a community, that they have a country that welcomes them, and make sure that their family is welcome and survive in this tough environment.
Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode as Mayor Arvin tells us more about his journey, Bergen County's Little Manila, and the formula to his success.
The Filipinos are present in every part of the world, and we can always rise above everyone. That's the spirit of resiliency and of the Filipino people.
Well, you heard it. All that and so much more coming up tomorrow in part 2. Don't miss it.